Und da sind wir wieder bei einer weiteren Runde von Fire Emblem Three Houses. Wir warten ja alle nur auf Hubert, der seinen letzten Zug machen muss. Ich kann da leider nicht ganz rübergehen. Deswegen bleibt er hier mal stehen. Aber wir machen gleich mit dem Gegnerzug weiter. Hi du. Autsch. Das tat dezent weh. Autsch. Autsch. So, zum Angriff. Weil du kannst dich, glaube ich, cleverer hier hinstellen. Ist mir egal, ob du es pariert hast oder nicht. Solange deine Dingsens kaputt geht, ist mir das recht. Und Bums. Den einer noch.
Let's get things rolling.
So. Dankeschön. Ey, du, geh mal aus dem Weg. Ja, das habe ich auch gerade gedacht. Du sprichst mir aus der Seele. Warum tanzen, wenn sie den selbst killen kann? So, ist ja nicht auch weg. So, die waren jetzt nicht so das Problem.
Impressive as always.
Aha.
I must lead them well.
Und er steht da immer noch. Das natürlich nicht an, ne?
The traps have been disabled. It should be safe to advance now. Our goal is Cornelia. Let's make this an all-out assault.
Okay. Machen wir es bei dem weg, der steht ein bisschen im Weg.
I will not die yet.
So. Ach, der bewegt sich auch nicht. Und dann. Heilen bitte. Den da. Hätte ich mal eher machen sollen. Dann hätte Ilgard Cornelia ausschalten können. Naja, macht sie das nächste Runde.
For the
Dann geht sie da hoch, schwingt ihre Axt einmal und das war's
Oh
dann.
my, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you.
Guten Tag. Ciao.
So this is as far as I could get. All is in accordance with this carefully crafted script of ours. What a masterpiece. What a delightful dance.
Victory is ours. Aryan Road has fallen. Another army will take control of Aryan Road. As for us, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. It won't be long before all of Fódlan is unified. Everyone, this is our last push. Our goal is within reach.
Das ging irgendwie zu einfach. Hat sie echt gut gemacht. Aber ich glaube, ich will sie echt in eine berittene Klasse
Thank
setzen.
you so much.
Wenn sie auch nur ansatzweise diese Magie beibehält und sie dann noch einen reitbaren
What turn
Untersatz
of
hat.
events has brought you so suddenly to Garreg Mach, Uncle?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Aryan Road. I have heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences. Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... Was it your intention to kill her?
Das war mir eigentlich egal.
Indeed, we came only to kill our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon. Dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know about them?
Well now, if that were the case, would it not have been better to keep her as an ally? If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
I will be praying. Praying that the Empire will not become another Aryan Road.
Another Aryan Road? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
Ich traue dem Typen nicht.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news. It is said that pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Aryan Road.
Disintegrated?
Wie?
Why would he do that? Was Lord Arundel just here? So that would mean...
Hubert, give me the full report.
Rapport.
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The pillars of light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the north wall. It is believed that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed. Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Aryan Road, about a third are unaccounted for.
It can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange for striking down Cornelia, he has destroyed Aryan Road.
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
No. If we'll be fighting them soon, there's no disadvantage to weakening their forces. It's also extremely valuable that we force them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Aelel, the Valley of Torment. This is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes. The probability is high.
Das ist schon mal passiert?
Yes, it is quite likely. North of Garreg Mach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. He pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. He believed it may have been the work of the goddess. But it was actually an attack by those who slither in the dark. That sums up all that we know.
By gifting us that knowledge, those who died at Aryan Road will not have died in vain.
Indeed. It would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher.
Tja, und sonst so? Haben wir völlig umsonst gekämpft.
I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there. Their victims also include members of House Rome, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, the forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fódlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement! Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering. This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for. And so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church? Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way. We can't let that happen.
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what!
Meine Güte.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Great Tree Moon. Field of Revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
Ich finde es schön, dass wir jetzt noch Tipps darüber kriegen, wie wir den Bogen einzusetzen haben. Als würden wir das nicht wissen. Me?
So, Aryan Road has fallen. Rodrigue, I swear that I will not allow your death to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial Army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dimitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on. And the kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However...
There is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone. I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains.
Die Ebenen. Ist das was Besonderes?
The same plains where the so-called divine Saros defeated Nemesis, the king of liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago. And about 400 years ago, the hero Lugh created the kingdom by defeating the emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial Army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Saros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blathed are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines. Professor, you have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet.
Keine Sorge. Ich weiß Bescheid. Wir machen die platt.
As Emperor, I must not die in this war, and it would be unacceptable to lose you as well. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
Ja. Machen wir. Klingt gut. Wenn es ums Thema Überleben geht, bin ich dabei. Jäger, verpiss dich. Hui. Gehen wir erstmal erkunden. So, was haben wir hier? Ressourcen, wertvolle Geheimnisse haben wir immer noch. Angst vor der Schlacht. Und Ressourcen. Hallo.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Finde ein Kraut, das den Soldaten in der Ritterhalle hilft, sie zu beruhigen. Vielleicht wachsen ja solche Kräuter im Gewächshaus. Sehen wir nach. Und das ist eh unser nächstes Ziel. Nice. Ich suche ein... Das da. Dann gehen wir gleich mal wieder zurück. Bitteschön.
I'm glad I asked you.
Kein Problem. Immer wieder gerne. Oh, wir haben Supports. Und das gar nicht mal so wenige. Tja, dann fangen wir mal an.
That reminds me, Ferdinand. I wonder if a certain rumor has already reached your ears.
I suspect I know what you are referring to. A certain noble who caused a stir at one of the local taverns, correct? For someone of status to make such a scene. What a disgrace.
I thought just the same. A noble ought to hold himself to a higher standard. It is hardly appropriate to drink and mingle with a tavern full of commoners.
Oh, that is not quite what I meant. I do not object to a noble patronizing their local establishments. In fact, I would say such excursions have value.
Is that so? I would be very curious to hear what value you mean exactly. But allow me first to venture a guess. Is it that you suppose it is proper for a noble to bolster a town's wealth with his patronage? If that is your thinking, then I would counter that whatever one adds to a merchant's coffers seldom makes it to the pockets of the townsfolk. I think that if a noble wishes to use his resources to ease the burdens of the commoners, he ought to go about town and spend it more directly.
That is wonderfully insightful, Lawrence, albeit not what I had in mind. What I meant was this. We can benefit from crossing the threshold and learning more about regular folk. We scarcely understand the reality of their lives. In turn, they do not know about us. I have heard that some believe we have horns growing from our heads. It is an embarrassing and potentially perilous state of affairs.
You are quite right. In fact, that reminds me of something a boy once said to me when I visited a village on my family's territory. He actually asked me if I had a tail. Hilarious.
We all need a laugh now and then. As a man of status, I feel it is my calling to right the world's wrongs, but there is only so much I can do alone. Working in tandem, though, you and I could make tremendous accomplishments.
My sentiments exactly. Together we could achieve a great deal. Though the circumstances of birth may have placed one of us in the Empire and the other in the Alliance, we can still aim for a brighter future together.
Yes, precisely. Together, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. By the way, Lawrence, do you have a tail?
So, wen haben wir als nächstes?
That's Bernadetta. Those thugs are pursuing her. What did the weakling expect running ahead? I can't leave her alone for 1 second.
Really ran us around, little lady. Nowhere to run now, though.
Ah, it's all over! I'm done for!
What? My sword!
Ah, the technique! No, I can't stand by and watch. You're not hurt, are you?
Felix, is that really you? Thank you so much. I was sure I was finished. You saved my life. I can never repay... Huh?
Shut your mouth and calm down. I should be thanking you.
What?
When you were surrounded, I got to see you use your technique again. I get it now. For just a moment, you flail your limbs like a wild creature. If I could learn to do that, I'd be unstoppable.
In that case, I'm happy to help.
I would be even more impressed if you hadn't been screaming the whole time.
Hey, come on! I was running for my life! Don't make fun of me for... Huh? No way.
Why are you staring at me?
You're actually smiling. Not like a sarcastic smirk either. A big goofy grin from ear to ear. You're just a big old nut, aren't you, Felix? Once you get through the shell, there's all sorts of good stuff inside.
You don't know me.
Aw, there's that shell again.
Okay, that's it. Quit making fun of me.
I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sorry.
Jo, was nehmen wir als nächstes? Das könnte auch ganz lustig werden.
Dorothea, I want to be asking you a question.
Oh, please do.
Why have you come to Garreg Mach? Is your goal different from the rest?
Yes, I suppose. Everyone here's an heir or an heiress, but not me. I'm just a commoner. When I enrolled in the Officers' Academy, I was different than everyone else. I wanted to secure my future, and my big idea was to marry money. Ever since, I've been dating different, terribly well-to-do men, searching for a good one. So far, there's been no reason for a second date.
Marrying money? That is not sounding like a good idea. Money would be a bad husband.
Pretty much.
But you treat me well. I have so much gratitude. Why do you show me such friendliness when I am not money?
Oh, no, Petra. This isn't like that. I like spending time with friends. It's wonderful being friends with you. And I hope we can stay close for a long time to come.
Yes, I have that hope too. But I have also been thinking of who is good for me.
Oh, I see.
And still I am thinking we should be friends.
Oh, I know why. Because we're both trouble for Imperial nobility.
Yes, we both have troubles.
Feels nice, doesn't it? Knowing that together we can irritate that many people. Since we've already got a lot in common, let's get to know each other better, shall we?
So, eins schaffen wir noch. Eines geht noch. Oh, das wird auch lustig.
Looking as lovely as ever today, Dorothea.
Oh, save it for your noble girls, Lawrence. I'm not in the mood.
I was only being polite.
And it really was quite wonderful to be so near your elegance. Now, if you'll please excuse me.
Now hold just a moment. I have tolerated quite enough of this impertinence. Not a word has escaped my lips to imply that you are anything less than a highly attractive woman. But I am the heir to a noble house. I have a duty. Thus, I am unable to engage in courtship with you. What is it about my circumstances that you seem to find so very amusing?
All of it? You're no different from the men who flirted with me when I was in the opera. As long as you're getting what you're after, you don't much care what a woman wants, needs, or feels.
That is truly what you think of me? I am afraid you have completely misunderstood.
Oh, have I? Do explain.
If noble status were my only priority, then I could be married 100 times over by now. But birthright is not sufficient for me. I am not looking merely for an accessory. Marriage is a relationship of mutual respect, support, and trust. If my wife and I are of the same mind and of the same worth, then together we can achieve anything. That is why I make overtures to so many ladies. I am in search of an ideal.
You're searching for someone who matches your vision of a perfect spouse? How odd. So am I. And everyone else.
My standards are somewhat more exacting, but yes, I suppose on that point we are similar. Please understand that I'm acting with the best of intentions in search of a partner.
You're more serious than I thought. And so earnest, it's almost adorable. If you met a peasant girl and fell madly in love, would you be able to give her up? Break her heart?
I would have no choice. The worlds of the nobility and the common folk are simply too far apart. I cannot choose to abandon my duty merely for the sake of a fleeting emotion.
Lawrence, you're dangerously close to dedicating your life to the lie that nobility is something special. I hope you realize that before it's too late.
So, welche haben wir jetzt noch? Ach, wir haben nur noch das eine. Ja, dann hauen wir das auch noch eben durch.
Felix! I've awaited this fated day.
You don't change. Still prattling on about it.
Aw, come on. I just want to hear what you thought of the cake I gave you.
It was edible.
If by edible you mean incredible, then yes, I agree.
It was satisfying and lightweight. I imagine it would be quite useful as a battlefield provision.
Please refrain from lumping delectable cake into the same category as provisions.
You're upset and I don't understand why. I'm complimenting the cake. You cured my dislike of sweets. For that, I thank you.
You have an interesting way of giving compliments, but I'm glad you liked it.
Yes. Got any cakes on you?
You say that as though I just carry cake on me at all times. Did you want some?
That's not what I meant. If you baked a cake, however, I wouldn't object to eating a slice.
If cake is what you want, you can just ask me directly. It just so happens I have a brand new recipe I tried out, special for you. It's delicious and not overly sweet. Perfect for you.
Okay.
Go on, take a bite. You love it, I can tell. Here, try this one out too. See? So amazing, huh? Just keep working on that sweet tooth of yours. Then we can share cake notes together and eat cake together all the time. That is, it just sounds nice is all.
Okay. That does sound nice.
Wow. Wer hätte gedacht, dass sich in Felix so eine Naschkatze versteckt? Ich hätte es jedenfalls nicht gedacht. Eine unsichtbare Macht schiebt mich zurück. Seltsam. Naja. Ich stell's mal neben Ferdi. Hallo Ferdi. So. Wir verabschieden uns jetzt an dieser Stelle. Und beim nächsten Mal geht's dann weiter. Wir machen dann hier noch ein bisschen. Mal gucken, was wir noch machen. Ich glaube, wir könnten noch mal zum Marktplatz gehen und die Waffen reparieren. Ein paar Waffenlevel trainieren. Keine Ahnung, irgendwas fällt uns schon ein. Und dann, ja, schauen wir mal. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal wieder. Ich hoffe, ihr seid auch wieder mit dabei. Würde mich sehr freuen. Also bis dahin. Und ich verabschiede mich wie immer mit einem einfachen Ciao.